Okay, from the legislator, and my God, I feel like having a nice selection beer. But anyway, that's beside no selection beer for a while. We're going to talk to somebody here. Yeah. What's your name?
Hi, Tom Mann, Executive Director of the New Brunswick Union, and we represent the Local 362 at Moosehead Breweries.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have 23 different bargaining units, and I have to say they're one of my favorites.
Well, of course. My God, I mean, I'm a Molson Canadian myself, but anyway.
We'll talk later about that.
Exactly, okay.
Yeah.
How long
By
you guys...
New Brunswick.
Yeah, exactly, by New Brunswick. How long... I changed since Moose's La Basse Blue shut down. Okay, that's another story.
Yeah.
How long the union been involved with the union in Moosehead?
Yeah, we've represented now for 4 years.
Oh, just 4?
Yeah, this is the second round of negotiations that we've had with the company, with Local 362. We came through a very difficult round of bargaining in December and January of 2008, 2009.
Was it? Was it hard?
Yeah, it was really hard. There's the beer industry is a very complicated industry, and it's very competitive. And Moosehead Breweries is one of the last independent breweries in North America, and they're up against some very big challenges.
Who was speaking for them before you guys arrived?
Before them, our sister union in Nova Scotia, the Nova Scotia Government Employees Union, was their representative. And they wanted a New Brunswick union, and it was an easy, friendly transfer from NSGEU to the New Brunswick Union.
Okay, so this is your second bargaining experience with this union, and things didn't go well.
Well, things abruptly ended on Saturday night. We were quite astonished by the maneuver of the company. As you can appreciate, negotiations are long and they're difficult. We're talking issues that have millions of dollars and years of impact on both the company.
Do you know how much did the company disclose their financial situation?
Yeah, they did. They disclosed that to us 2 years ago, and I mean that's an over $200 million a year operation.
Okay.
And but it's very competitive, and you know, some of the things that we found out in the past, and we've been working on with them, is how they can improve their efficiency and their productivity and their competitiveness. You know, we want the company to succeed. I mean, we have 172 of our members who work there, and many of them have worked there all of their lives. Many of them have had their fathers and their grandfathers and their great uncles. This is a generational business. Mm-hmm. We want that company to succeed and to survive. It's in our interest as much as it's in the company's interest.
Of course.
So in bargaining, you know, there's tough issues, and
the pension thing was.
The pension issue, we're able to.
The drug plan.
Yeah, the post-retirement health benefit plan. That's the stickling point. And you have to appreciate that, you know, that was negotiated. It's in the contract. It was negotiated many years ago. You know, there's one of the things that can be said about the Olin family. Now, this is the 6th generation ownership at that company. They've always been watchful for their employees and set them up, you know, through their working career and then past. It's a very significant benefit that they have. It's one that everybody should have in this province, quite frankly, and it's very expensive.
They want the union to pay 30%. Now, would you think they'll be used as a bargaining tool in the future? Well, let's make it 35%.
Oh, sure.
And that's why you say nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, you know, I don't want to get into the details of the bargaining, but I can say this. You know, there's many guys in that plant that this was part of their relationship with the company, that when they retired, that they would have their coverage for health and dental provided by the company. It's become very expensive. We understand that. We get that. We want there to be a facsimile of that program to continue to exist. And they've asked us to share in the liability. The company pays 100%. They've asked us to. They started out saying, "Will you share 50% of that?"
Of course.
And we gave them examples of ways that they could reduce their liability. Oh, yeah. Because it's in our interest for them to succeed. We don't want the company to go belly up here. Mm-hmm. They're a good, strong New Brunswick company. Their market share has diminished dramatically.
Yeah.
You go to a party, whether it's on the Miramichi or in Bathurst, and it's a BYOB, and you look around, what are people drinking?
Selection beer!
There's not many people drinking Moosehead products, and we're talking about making the economy in this province sustainable. Anyway, I digress there. But the point is that we're willing to share, and in the throes of negotiations, there were the parties. We were very, very close to a deal on Saturday night, and we were within a few percentage points, and we were actually over the 30% in the company. And you have to appreciate this, Charles. The lockout wasn't a spur of the moment. It was a surprise that they initiated, but they had over 30 tractor trailers in there on Friday pulling their product out. They set up, we'll see it tomorrow, they set up an 8-foot barricade around the plant on Friday. We're getting very, very close to a deal on Saturday night, and instead of them coming back with a counter proposal, they came back with the lockout notice. And that's a strong tactic. It's in their right to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But, if we're trying to work towards a settlement...
Yeah, but Tom, come on. Sometimes you need that to wake you guys up. The old-fashioned way, longshoreman style, and shipyard workers.
We talk about, I heard Joel Levesque, their spokesperson, yesterday talking about, it's a family operation and our staff are like family. Well, it just strikes me that if you have a dispute with your family, you don't put them out on the street.
Sure.
You work through it. And, that's our message. We want to continue to work through this.
How many people are retired right now that are receiving benefits? Would you know?
I don't know the exact number, but I do know that those people wouldn't be affected.
Grandfathered?
Yeah, that's right. Those people who are out are secure. This is
how many is there to secure? Do you know? Want to know?
I don't know. Maybe it's 200. I really don't know. I knew the number at one point. I'm sorry.
That's a lot of money.
Detail.
That's a lot of money for a private company. That is a lot.
Well,
of money.
It is a lot of money, and we're willing to share the load here. And we've suggested, well, why don't we phase it in over the next 5 to 7 years?
Yep.
We think that we've gone to a good place. And what's interesting, and the company realizes this, is that. They're going to use old-style tactics and want to push these guys out. The consequences of a lockout. We understand why they went that way, because yesterday we got a call at 3:30 telling us that they've advised Blue Cross to cancel all their benefits as of 4 o'clock last night.
Here we go.
So that it's a very strong arm tactic, but our guys are going to take the high road. They want the company to succeed. People are saying, well, should we boycott the company? No, buy more beer. Buy more beer. Otherwise, it's not the old style. We're going to take the high road and say, look, this is a New Brunswick company. It provides 172 jobs, 300 jobs in St. John. Where do you think these guys spend their money?
Jesus Christ, Tom, what were you when the strike at the refinery was happening? Remember?
Oh, I was working.
Boycott.
I was working in the comfort of the healthcare system back then with the nurses union. But the point is that we've got to be very, very careful in this province.
We don't want to ruin it.
Don't want to ruin it. We don't want to put this company on its back and hold it down by its throat. And their tactics are going to have to change. And our guys are solidly behind. There was a vote taken on Saturday afternoon after the lockout. Sunday afternoon after the lockout notice was served, and the company's last offer was rejected 152 to 1.
Okay,
so the company's got a long way to go, to get half those guys to accept their proposals.
Yeah.
So where that's going to happen is going to happen at the bargaining table, not between an 8-foot barricade. Yeah. So our position is take the barricade down. Let's go back and do what the law says we do. We negotiate. We use every reasonable effort to conclude an agreement, because I know how this is going to end, Charles. I can see the future. At some point, we're going to reach across the table and we're going to shake hands and we say we've got a deal.
When the year 25 or?
No, it's got to happen. It's got to happen quickly, because there's a lot of things on the company's plate to keep that place viable, and the labor contract is just one of them.
Very well said, Tom. Thanks.
Thank you.